Hello, hello. I'm here. I'm here. How is everyone? Oh, it's Tuesday. Yesterday was a very big day for me. I drove over the big hill to go to the little city all by myself, and I got everyone's packages out except one person who hasn't paid, and I sent them an email because they're usually worried and hit me up a lot. Where's my package? Is everything okay? Is everything okay? So I'm actually worried about them, and I hope they're okay. And I mean that because we've all been there with all kinds of stuff going on and in our lives, and sometimes things happen, and so I can always work with that if you just let me know, right? So I'm just a little worried, but I'm sure it's okay. I'll probably hear back from her by tonight. So I went over the big hill, and I was setting my timer. I was really, whoops, that's not a timer, that's a photo. I was concerned about it because I haven't been driving myself anywhere because of my back. But I did it, and I got my nails redone. They just happened to have an opening right when I was finished, and and I got good news. I had to go to the dentist. I had a tooth root canal and built up to put a crown on right before my mom got really sick and needed me constantly, and my dad needed me. And then, so I couldn't be up here, and then she passed, and then I was with my dad constantly. So that whole buildup completely slowly broke apart. And I thought they were going to say, you're going to need major surgery to have everything ripped out. And I was just like, oof. So I said a prayer, and I grabbed a necklace I was wearing. That was my mom's. And I said, Mom, I really need you right now. If you're an angel, come help me. And right after I said that, a red hawk flew in front of my car. And when she passed, right after her body was taken out of the house, up on a telephone pole in front of my family home was a red-tailed hawk just staring at me for like 15 minutes. And my mom was a birder, and so am I. So I knew it was going to be okay, and it is. There's nothing wrong. They can just rebuild the tooth and put a crown on. Oh my Lord. Talk about relieved. Hi, Rose. Hi, Rose. Oh, wow. So, and it's raining here now, and it's all chilly. And right at the, look, 15 minutes before I was going to come on, I took my dog outside. I'm like, it's time to go out. And he walked out, and it was raining, and he's like, whoop. Oh, I love that. Hi, happy ducky. I took him out. It was raining. He ran right back inside, but he kept harassing me the whole time. I was like throwing on my face, which you can't even tell I have it on. Why bother? So I was like, oh gosh, he has to go out. So we went out the other door where there's a little awning, and sure enough, so yeah, here I am. That's my story for today, and I'm sticking to it. My name is Lucinda. Welcome. I love whippoorwills. I love birds. My name is Lucinda. I'm in Northern California and very blessed and loving it. That's where I ship from. I do 2-week build boxes. This is the beginning of week 2. That saves me time on invoicing, allows you to pack a bigger box. And generally what that means is I invoice out and ship about the 3rd week. So if anyone here ever wants something immediately, tell me that in an email. Don't tell me in the chat. please. Hi, Melly. I got your text and I was running like crazy. I saw your little thing with the car and you're not watering your plants today. I can relate. So tell me, send me an email and say, I want such and such, or I want the whole thing right away. And I will get you an invoice that night because I can do, a quick, easy one on my phone. And I will get it as soon as you pay to the post office, a special trip. Otherwise, I wait until about that third, so 2 weeks of Build a Box. About by the end of the third week, everyone's paid. And then I go down all the dirt roads and that little highway to the post office to do it all in one go. I don't have someone that comes to my house. I don't live in that kind of world. Otherwise, they would just go out all the time. But I don't live in that world. Oh, Lord. So today is Tabletop Tuesday. It's kind of like being at a virtual flea market. I've had a goal for about a year to stop, well, about a year and a half really, to stop selling household and kitsch and ephemera and all of that, and to just stick to my first reselling love, jewelry. So I am now at a point where on Tuesdays I'm clearing out the vintage household. And it is at or below what I paid for it, generally speaking. And I always throw in jewelry that hasn't sold for a long time. Sometimes I have a whole bag of it. Yeah. And so what I'm going to do, good Lord, if you don't know, I bill through PayPal and I ship through Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship gives you about a third off. And so if I don't know you and you bid on something today, you need to email me right there. That's my address. Your YouTube name, then below that, your real name and address with zip code on one line so I can copy and paste, please. Even though I know we taught to do the 3 lines, right, in school. And then below that, your PayPal email address, because I don't know if it's going to be the one you sent your information from or not. So even though it's redundant, it's not, because it's often different. Okay. Business out of the way. So what I do is I take the computer and I flip you to over here. And you look at things and you ask me, what's that? I'm interested in that object. And I'll talk about stuff. I won't be able to see you, but Happy Ducky is here. Happy Ducky helps me as a mod so much. And then when I come back to you, Happy Ducky or all of you will be saying, I'm interested in seeing such and such. And I will bring it on over. Okay? And I generally go about 2 hours. And I have 2 tiny little giveaways today that I think are extra super adorable. But we'll see. We'll see what you all think. And I do have my lights set at like a bluish tinge, my overhead ring light, which is huge. Like you can't see, but it's huge. They should not be calling me right now. And this one and that one, these are set to blue. So if the light doesn't work out, I will switch the one near me, the small round one, to more of an orange or just a bright. But it's dark out and I kind of like the blue feeling. Melly, I like your outside area. Like your yard. And if I had a California like flower room, girl, I actually don't kill my plants. I would be like living out there. Those giant plantation type fans, you know what I mean? Screened in porch and plants everywhere with the big wicker couches is my fantasy for like my whole life. My fantasy, Melly. Oh, yes. Yep. And then it's going to stop and then start up again like Thursday or Friday and just go, 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 ducky. We need the rain, but my body hates the rain. So what are you going to do? Okie pokey. So I'm going to turn it to my one little table and then I'm going to come back. But I will be talking. I'm not leaving you. I love this because you always get to see my my messy little office space, which I have been slowly but surely working on. Now, sometimes it's not close enough, sometimes it's not good enough. So I kind of go over here and point and poke, right? So there is just a cute little, I forgot the brand. It's a brand. Faux turquoise. I think it's dyed howlite and glass long necklace. There is I've come to believe that this is a like 1960s or 70s repop of thermoset bracelet, but it's still really cool. It's a bright orange, which is not showing up correctly on my end at all. So let's see. Hopefully it is on your end. Nope. It's a bright orange. And it is that thermoset, so it has a little bit of that like moon glow, if you will. I can show you better as we get there. I have this simple bow scarf pin. This is an incredible MCM bronze and steel wrapped 3 arrows. They do come in pairs. I only have one. These are, this is simply incredible. You can put something in the middle or just leave it as a sculpture. I actually have a shell ball over there that I had in the middle of it. This is an older like Japan or Chinatown paperweight. It's really kind of like a whole conglomeration of swirled slag glass world going on in there, but you can see by the tag. If you ever went to Chinatown or Japantown as a kid, that's bang on the type of labels they had. Now, I paid a lot for that, but it wasn't what I thought. The 3 Siamese kitties. They're porcelain. They're just little cats. Remember, everything is at a clearance, so don't be shy. And some stuff will be dusty because it sits in a house that I live in the country on 22 acres surrounded by redwoods, live oaks, dirt, birds. To get in here is a dirt driveway. To get up to here is a paved, smooth dirt road, and then the highway. So it's inevitable. And then I have a wood stove. This has coasters in it. I think there's one missing. Very MCM. It's that lacquer, foil lacquer work. The carved celluloid bright cherry red scarf belt. The little tiny rocking horse planter. The encinolette with the 3 graces. Encinolette? You know what? I just did that. Encinolette is actually a type of toilet I have. It's an electric toilet. It means that I don't need septic. It's an electric toilet. It's called an encinolette. This is Incolae. It's a type of stone in California. They are not the same thing at all. Oh, that's hilarious. That is really funny. And they have this like 1950s, 1960s, could be earlier. Hold on if you have a dog. It doesn't squeak, it just puffs. Donald Duck rubber dude. This, I think this is beautiful, and it is made in Brazil. Look at this bird. So it's obviously a tropical bird. It's got bright, shiny paint. I love this bird. It's almost, so this looks to be still cold painted, but then this has a clear coat, and it reminds me of why is it going out of my head? Japanese. Oh Lord, it reminds me of a 1930s paint style. The vibrant and kind of the blending. This bird is gorgeous, and it's pretty lightweight. Oh, and see, it's taken a little bite out of the berry or the apple or whatever it is. The brown creamer jar with plastic, the baby planter shoes, and one black, which is longer, and one red of the satin threaded beads with gold spacers. Well, actually, I gotta say, I think they're gold, but in this light, they look as a little silver. They do not have clasps, but they don't need it because they're long enough to just pull over your head. And that is what is on that table for now. So I got to move my giveaways over here. They're going to get lost. Okay, I'm coming back, y'all. That is a threat. Oh, Melly, yes. We do, but you know what? We need it. I mean, if it doesn't rain, I don't have water. So I need some more rain, and we need it, period. The whole state of California can't go through all winter with 10 inches of rain. Like, no. So I'll take it. Even though my body doesn't like it, I will take it. So no request for any of that. I did show it. And how is everybody? Melly, how's your body? Rose, how is your life in general? And Ducky, what's up? Ducky, I'm assuming you work from home because you're able to like be here and be there. Okay, well, if you change your mind later, let me know. Because I don't do recaps. I don't know who is here or who is not here, but I don't do recaps. I also know that the Friends Selling with Friends is on currently, and I believe Kat is finally able to go on and do a sale, and that started a half an hour before mine. So there's a lot of options out there. There's a lot of options. Okay, Melly. Oh, Rose, is the sun setting where you are? Because of the rain, I don't think I'll see sunset tonight, but maybe. But it's been absolutely glorious here lately. Absolutely glorious. I'm going to change. Ooh, that was good. Oh, Ducky. We could talk about that. I was just a caregiver to both parents for 5 years. So I understand that. Okay, now, little stone box and the blue and white bird. Okay. Do you mean that I'm sure you mean Inkole? Now, Melanie, you know what this is. Melly. And this bird, I love this bird. Melly, you know what the Inkole box is. And I paid up for this. Then I paid up for this after talking the guy down. Look at the 3 graces. So this is carved stone. Yeah, look at the little bit of hair or dust or whatever. This is carved stone. That's raised stone. And there's a texture. Trying to get that in. It's gorgeous. So it comes out looking very Wedgwood. I love the shape. And on the front, and goes all the way around. It's like a flowers on the bottom and ribbon on the top. So these are flowers, little tiny flowers and ribbons. This edging. There's edging around the top of the box, but different, more of that sawtooth. And then this box starts at 20. There you go. There's the stone. See that? It's almost like shell, but it is legitimately. There's not that much Inkole that I can find in stores anymore. Here's the hinge. I think they were doing a lot of Inkole late 60s, 70s, and then that was it. Here's the bottom. Still has a little black velvet feet. And this is smooth. This is probably the original price tag. I've just never taken it off. And inside, it's got, look, Melly. I mean, this is a bargain. You know that. Genuine Inkole stone from, well, it just says handcrafted in the USA. But the only place you can find Inkole, and it is stone, but look, it's like shell. And you can see through it. It's just, inside is black velvet. I'll give you a measurement, and we'll do like this because I've been forgetting, and someone called me on that. Melly, I think that was you. Who called me on that? You're like, you didn't put prices on anything? And I'm like, oh no, I didn't. I didn't. Good Lord, I didn't. Forgive me my sins. 5 inches across and 4 inches wide and 2 inches tall. Yeah, this is a really nice one. And like I say, I paid more, and I have so many boxes. I have another piece of Inkole, but the 3 graces, I just love it. So we can do a fair warning and I count it down. If anyone else is interested, you would need to come in at 21 or higher, and then we'll do a bid on. I love this, Melly. Love it. Many, many people see this Inkole and they think it's plastic. Yay, Melly. Good for you, Melly. This is splendid. And I doubt, I mean, I can't say that for sure. I'm getting out of the household business in general. But something like this, because it goes with jewelry, if I see it at a good price, I'll pick it up. But I'm not going to have things like this very often. And this kind of stuff is getting really hard for me to find out in the wild. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, hold on. I need to do another box. Because in doing household, I used to have a whole basket system and whatever, and I still do have 2 carts and yada yada. But this space is not arranged correctly. So I have flat boxes instead. It works. I know which box goes with what things. Now, this little bird. Let me see something real quick. Okay, good. So this blue and white bird figurine. Oh my God. So tropical. So cool. He starts at 10. I love him. He, made in Brazil is not something you see very often. And look how crudely that is written. It has the little resters. So, it's vintage. I cannot give you an exact date. Oh, and look. Look, this is upside down like that. Is it like supposed to be a baby pear or some type of cherry? I'm not sure. And then the bite and the feet, and look at the colors. Yes, hold on. Let me put this up. So let me do this. There you go. The beak, this is orange. This is cold paint. I mean, this could be older than I think. And this is cold paint with texture. And then the feet, this shining blue and the green and the like kind of buff on the bird is brilliant and has a clear coat. It's really well done. Mellie's in at 10. Thank you, Happy Ducky. Thank you, Mellie. And I'm a birder. Like we just got through with that whole story about my mom coming and helping me. And I saw this and I was like, I didn't even know if it was vintage. I didn't see the bottom. I was just like, I'm buying that. Oh no, because it's cold painted, Mellie. No, absolutely not. No. I learned my lesson that way. And there is really nothing to clean. There's one little spot on the buff back that is missing paint, but that's how it was made. 6 inches long and almost 7 inches tall with the tail. Wowzer. Almost 7 inches tall with the tail. That is one big bird. 50s. There you go, Mellie. I mean, it's wow. And I was just thinking that there was a rough spot here when I did this with my hand, but there isn't. I see nada, and I just feel it's just in the making. That this was taken care of so well. So if Mellie, someone else would have to come in at 11 or more, 1950s. Isn't it beautiful? Made in Brazil. See, I would have thought Japan because of this orange paint. Got to be quick. Happy Ducky's not screwing around. She knows I got a bad back, and she's like, we're counting it down. Sold. Thank you, Ducky. Ducky, if I shorten your name, do you want me to say Happy or Ducky? And I have a general question for y'all. Oh, what a great idea. I have a question for y'all. So, okay. Excellent. You're not like one of the 7 dwarves? Dwarves. So, I grew up with saying my letters kind of funny, and usually I say dwarfs. Dwarfs. DORFS. Dwarfs. Yes, I do. Not dwarves. Dwarfs. Oh my God. So you see, this is spelled with a Z. Brazil. But I've also seen Brazil spelled with an S. So does anyone know the history of that? I'm just curious. This came up around the Super Bowl time of the different spelling. And I wasn't sure if perhaps in Espanol, it's Brazil is spelled with an S, but then wouldn't the flag and the name of the country on the map be with an S? So I don't know. Or maybe it was just people who couldn't spell. But at any rate, congratulations, Melly. And I'm curious. So if anyone knows the history of why that would be happening, let me know. Let me know. Okay. All right. Ducky. Well, good, because I like Ducky. Ducky. Interesting. Both spellings. Okay. See, I was just always in school because of, school, right? Z. S would have been like bad, wrong. So, and that show with Bad Bunny was very interesting. It's a lot of happiness. That's what I tagged into. I really like that. So as long as we're on birds, I'm going to show a bird. I have a lot of these because again, I'm a birder. I have a lot of these. This is the only one like this that I have. So because I have so many MCM type art pictures, and I have a small collection of the Mexican bird feather art. I thought I would see if anyone liked this one. I mean, I love this one, but that's okay. Someone framed it incredibly well. It's like a shadow box. This is made out of feathers. I feel like the ring light is blowing out. So I'm going to turn it over here and I'm going to say, everything on here is feathers except that the tree branch that they are on is covered in little feathers, including the flowers. Everything is made out of little feathers, but it is on a piece of plastic to be the branch, and the birds have little plastic and feet and beaks, and that's how they laid the feathers on. Okay, let me show you. And it's, like I said, it's done in a shadow box style. It's not faded because I hemmed and hawed about that for a long time. I mean, it's possible the reds are a tiny bit faded. And then these are feathers. These are feathers, feathers, feathers. It's all feathers. And I really like the blue back behind it. And then back here it has a hanger. And this, I don't know, textured board thing. They did a really good job, even down to the blue and white sky, like paper they put it on. So this, if anyone's interested, we can run it, but only if someone's interested. We can run it, and it'll start at 8. It's a tad bit heavy, but as long as we were on a bird thing, I just thought, well, let's show the bird thing because it's way over here. It's not, it's one of those things that's hard to see. Okay, so we're going to take a journey in turning you all again and seeing what you see. And then you all put in the chat what you're interested in looking at. Here we go. I try to do this not too fast. I'm catching on that. There you go. So that you don't get seasick. It's hard for me. I'm trying to line this up. Okay. All right. So I've kind of lined it up. There is that beautiful blue. It's got to be like a 1970s white drip on like black as night blue triangle oblong cut redware imported from Japan vase or planter. It's absolutely incredible. It's and then like midnight blue with white on the front. I'll get into the jewelry in a minute because I'll have to kind of stand up to do that. This box is something that I hope a lot of you remember. It's it's on a ball hinge. There is no screws. It is cut out or stamped out. I'm unclear. It's from the 70s or the 60s. Here's the ball joints. This was either for cigarettes or note paper. Okay. And I mean, it's long enough for a cigarette, but it also could have just had your note paper on your desk. It's really cool. I like it. But again, I have a lot of boxes. A lot of boxes. I'm doing a weird reach. That's not good. This is, I don't know how old it is, but it's older for sure because it's got a striker on it. It's got a husband and wife. It looks like he's begging or proposing. Skeleton like Dia de los Muertos. And it's got the striker. And matches. It's a matchbook. It is plastic. So that makes it a little older, but oh my Lord. I mean, for all I know, in Mexico, this would still be considered very new. I have no idea, but I love it. Bright, bright orange. Made in Hong Kong, salt and pepper piggies, plastic. Now this is Kitsch. I love Kitsch. Look at his little bottom. I love Kitsch. I have a ton of Kitsch, so only need so much. Piggies. I got to do this smarter than I'm doing it. Where I'm trying to look at this kind of backwards. Okay, this is a costume jewelry. Really cool, but more modern. Orange stone, 4-strand. Here's the back. I'm thinking probably made in China, and it is a magnetic closure. Closes with a magnet. I love it. Little heavy, but not anything I couldn't wear. I love it. Here's a teeny tiny modern little Virgin Mary. Oh, it says $8.99 on the bottom. Well, I didn't pay $8.99, but there you go. $8.99. The price tag can say on. I don't care. This is something that we used to find all up and down the West Coast. This is a wood brooch, handmade from gem wood, they call it. Well, I believe that's a piece of redwood. I live surrounded by redwood, and I believe that that is a tiny piece of redwood, and it says Woods of Color by Frink. And it says, the color of this wood was derived by man and nature working together while the tree was still standing in the forest. So I think it's redwood. And it is a brooch. This, honestly, when I was a kid and you drove up and down to go camping along the coast here, because of all the redwood forest, that was really common. They don't do that anymore because we don't chop the redwoods down. The Italian little heart trinket box, hand painted. It does say made in, well, it says the initials, but I know it's Italian. Just a tiny trinket box. I'm going to get up and then I'll show jewelry because it's I can't do it sitting down. It's going to hurt my back even more. What do I want to do? Here is the carved soapstone cat with the cat inside of it. There's a little baby cat inside. Made in India. These are from the 70s. And it is one piece, a carved cat inside this outside carved cat. One piece. Soapstone. There is... Let me just bring this over because this is really beautiful. The design. I've never seen anything like it. And the colors. If you like drip glaze, which I do, I have a lot of drip glaze. Very, just 100% 70s MCM. 100%. The little cat tin, the hat comes off. We've seen it before. I have the 3 tens here. Texel, Scotch tape, and Scotch guard. This is a beautiful, this was here last time, a woman of valor. There's a whole saying, candlestick holder. She's gorgeous. And it has a whole saying. It does have one tiny little chip right there. But she's a redhead. A woman of valor speaks with wisdom, is guided by kindness. Her deeds speak her praise. And then it's made in 2013 by Jessica Sporn. Now, apparently, Jessica Sporn is a big designer. Or was. I didn't know anything about that. Until I picked her up because I thought she was so pretty. There are still these teeny tiny little handmade, well, hand painted little crystal teeny tiny vases. There's this one and this one. There is the Avon Jadeite with lid, pitcher, and bowl. And then I'm going to sit down and I can show you jewelry if you want. I can tell how I'm leaning is hurting my back. So we're going to come back over and see if any of the larger objects so far is anything that I've showed is anything anyone's interested in. Ouch. And then I can show some jewelry. I'm back. Hi. I'm back. Oh, Melly, what are you cooking for dinner? Look at the chat. Melly. Melly, I can't see the chat when I'm over there. That's a problem with the virtual flea market tabletop. When you're turned over there, I can't see the chat at all. So I am as bad as you. Okay, hold on. Melly, what is Melly's talking about? Something in the back near the blue bird. Near the blue bird? Melly. Melly. The blue bird. Okay, box. Yeah, the box is incredible. In front of whatever the light green. Yes, you know what? Okay, got that. Melly, what are you making for dinner? I've been having, my partner, my husband, went back to the city for a little while, and I've been just making butternut squash out of a butternut squash soup out of a box, like organic, and a tuna fish sandwich, or chopping up cucumber in what I'm just like keeping it so simple, and I'm happy. I'm happy about that. Yes, the little bird. I got the little bird. Thank you, Ducky. And aqua bowl and pitcher. Oh, you know what, Melly? I used to make pasta sauce from scratch with the chopped tomatoes, and you add all the ingredients and start with the onions and the garlic. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, I'm sorry, I got distracted. Oh, the pitcher. I got distracted by pasta. I did have breakfast, you guys, believe it or not. I did have breakfast. I'm getting the pitcher, but I decided I can't do that bend, especially I drove over the top of the hill thing. You guys have no idea. It's hairpin after hairpin after hairpin after hairpin after hairpin for 50 minutes. It goes up to about 1,200 feet and then down, down, down. Just nonstop hairpins. And with my upper body problems, doing that with a car, and then with my lower back, it tags down into my legs trying to drive the car. And because I stayed and got my nails done and ran in the co-op and got dinner before that, it was dark when I was coming home. Thank God it wasn't foggy. And so I can only drive like 35, 40 miles an hour. I mean, it's a road that has accidents every day. Can you imagine back in the day? Model Ts drove over that road just like they drove from San Francisco up here in the Model Ts on dirt roads, and it took them all day long. If not, from San Francisco to here, I think took like 3 days. Oh. Melly, nope, this is how I do it. This is how I do it, Melly. So if it drives you nuts, I'm sorry, honey. Melly, I think you're talking about this bird. Melly, this is Tabletop Tuesdays, and I'm not changing my format. It works well for me, but I know it's like sitting and testing jewelry, or it's a slow process, but it is what it is. So this is a pink bird. And what this is, yes, I know, I knew what you were talking about, girl. This is like an opalescent pink. And a gentleman, do you know Becky's Vintage Viking in Colorado? I watched her for years. She was another one of my mentors. She has a friend who bought all the old Westmoreland glass molds, and he's remaking them. So this is a bird from, a turn of the century, who knows, 1920s mold from Westmoreland. And he's an artist. He knows about glass, and he does all kinds of things, bowls, birds. I mean, you name it. He has almost all of the existing molds that he could get his hands on. So this little kind of, you can almost see like that opalescent here. It's tiny. It's about maybe 2 inches. This starts at $4. And its head is turned backwards. That's its beak. It does not say Westmoreland anymore because it's not Westmoreland, right? It's now his. But she has him on, or she used to. I haven't watched her in a couple of years, but once or twice. She used to have him on once a month. And the stuff that he would have in limited runs was just outstanding. So this gorgeous little bird starts at $4. Yeah, and I have a down camera and all that, Happy Ducky, but I hate the down camera. So actually, I can't, blah. I just bought StreamYard, so I have to pay for that every month. I need a new camera on top that just turns. The camera just turns, right? And can go down. Got to buy that. I need a Presidium, Okay. That's fine. Is anyone else interested in the little bird? Yeah, it's not an original Westmoreland, but it's pretty sassy. It's very basic. It has more detail than the computer wants to show. And that's okay, Melly. And I get it. I get it. But this is what I got to do for now. It's 3 inches long by almost 2 inches high. Almost 2 inches high. Yeah, Westmoreland. Look it up, Melly. I can't remember the guy's name. He's in. God, I don't even know where he's from. Anyway. Yeah. Yes, I could do a Happy Ducky. I could do all of that. Okay, we'll pass on the little birdie. That's okay, Millie. Oh, Happy Ducky, you're right. I can totally set up one screen with just the camera and flip back and forth. Okay, I'll put that on my to learn list. Thank you. I learned a lot from you, Ducky, and I hope you learn a lot from me. So that's fantastic. Okay, so the box, Melly. This box is going to start at $15. And that is on clearance, and it is less than I paid. And I remember this was like a thing, like it would have been on my dad's desk. It would have, yeah, it could use some wood polishing. And I believe this was carved out, okay, with the little tiny wood knives. I don't think it was stamped. I'm looking at it to see. I'll show you the back while I look at it. To see if I see any imperfections, which would make the difference if it was just some kind of weird stamp as opposed to carving. And I do. In the very middle and the sides where the little wooden designs are. Yeah, I think it was hand carved. So there's the front. I love the side. Oh, there, the light just, I wish to God. Wooden box starting bid 15. Melly, you're the one who's been keeping me honest. Melly's in for 15. About putting my prices in. And then there's the front. Someone else would need to come in at 16 or better. This is really unusual to find these anymore. And see this ball hinge? And see right here how they put the top on to this bottom piece. And then here this is fine woodwork. This is joining work is what it's called. Joining or something like that. This is the middle piece, and then it's pressed together with glue onto this piece, onto this piece, onto this piece, and then a different colored wood here. So this is really fine, detailed work. And then even the back has this space here, and it swivels open. I do not know, y'all, why my light gets brighter and darker like that. It really annoys me. I'm so sorry. It is a little bit darker, and you can see the top needs, like, I put olive oil on my wood to bring the grain back out, and it works really well. But see in here, this is a really good wood. I just don't know what kind. It's not balsam. It's actually really nice wood. So that's just a hot tip for y'all. Olive oil. If you put olive oil and let it soak and then wipe it off with a paper towel, that brings your wood back to be lustery. So it is 5 1/4 inches long. That's the lid. So I'm going to do the inside also. And 4 1/2 inches wide. Hi, Patsy. How are you? Patsy, did you get my email? I've been worried about you, Patsy. I sent you a thing, and now I don't need to worry about you. I started this out by saying I was worried. So now I don't have to worry. That's good. So the inside of this box, I'll show you another place where it was joined, is 4 almost a half long, but not quite. And 3 almost a half inches wide. And see, even there, you can see where they join the pieces up top. Yeah, there's no screws. So, Melly, did you go away to cook dinner, honey? Do you want to come back? Melly. Melly. Patsy's in for calling Melly. Patsy's in for 17. Melly. Melly. I know you went to cook, and I know that this is too slow of a format for you. You have been sick. Okay. Well, I hope you're feeling better because, yeah, I suspected something was wrong. I'm really sorry to hear that. Okay, Melly, I'm going to have to count this down for a Patsy, sweetheart. Can we put in fair warning, Ducky? Can we put in fair warning? And then we'll count it down. Ah, there's Melly. I'm sorry, Melly. I was trying to give you a chance because I figured you were over there stirring your pasta sauce, like browning the onions. Thank you, Ducky. Honestly, this is the only box like this that I've found out in the wild. I sure wish I could find more. And it, note paper. But this could be a stash box. This could be jewelry, whatever. And I don't know if I don't know where it's made. I could say India, but I could also say that it's much older than that. And it's, one of those tramp art things. I have no idea, y'all. So, Patsy, do you want to come back at 19 or you want me to count it down to Miss Melly, who lives in a place that I would love to be in those temperatures year round? Okay. Out to Melly. All right. Sold to Melly. Thank you, Melly. I love this box. And thank you, Patsy, for bidding. And I'm glad that you're here. And like I said, I'll stop saying it. And I know that you're okay. Thank you, Melly. Now, Melly, you can go back to your browning of your onions. I need you to come here and cook. Oh, God. It's fine. That was something else that fell. I need you to come here and cook for me. Because when it's just me, I tend to either cook a whole bunch of stuff that's going to last me for several days or to just make soup and sandwiches. And it just depends on how I'm feeling physically that day. Okay, now, Rose, dear, I didn't forget about you. I promise. This is really sweet. And this set is going to start at 12. Yep. It's going to start at 12. I bought a set of this, a whole bunch of pieces. But the other piece, 2 pieces, I don't think they're actually a part of this set. So I kept the other 2 pieces, different color wave, the whole deal. And yeah, and I'm letting go of this one, even though I could keep this and I'd be okay with it. I love it. It's like slag glass. $12. Yes. Oh, Patsy, I emailed you because I sent you an invoice a while ago. And it wasn't that I was worried that you weren't paying me. It was that I hadn't heard from you. And usually you're the one asking me, hey, where's my stuff? Where's this? Ship me my package. So I got worried, Patsy, that something was wrong. And indeed, you're telling me you've been sick. So, yep. So it starts at 12, Happy Ducky. Can you put that in? And then I'll put Rose's 12 in. It is. Thank you. Nightmare. Hey, how's it going? Seen any octopi lately? Ducky, the Aqua Bowl set. Ducky. If people do not know Nightmare, you should. She's awesome. She dresses up as a pirate. She has her own museum. She puts really interesting, nice, relaxing, fun, non-stressful music videos up on her channel. So go check her out. Okay, here we go. Let's show this. This, if I can, this is Avon. Yep. Avon did some beautiful stuff. And this one, the colors in this, the flowers, you know, I'm sorry, Rose. I hate to do this to you. It's the most common flower. I'm pretty sure that's a rose. Okay, so hold on. Let me do this and then rose. Uh-oh. Oh, yes, from Dandy. Oh, happy ducky. So then I know you from Dandy's channel. So that's where I first met you. Happy ducky. That's where I first met you. Dandy's channel. And I keep saying that I'm going to text Dandy. I want to do a sale with her, and I keep not doing it. And I need to do it. So, Patsy, no, honey, you didn't. I have a box sitting, but I'm not. That's not what I'm worried about. I was worried about you. So inside, you see the slag glass jadeite pattern going on. And there is also, it's just kind of a little flourish going on. Look at that. I think these were done in the 60s, 70s, especially based on the slag glass jadeite green. So that's the bowl. This is the lid. Again, you've got the slag glass going on. Here's the screw. Now, and here's the rose, right? This is a rose stopper. The only thing about this is there used to be plastic on here. The plastic cracked and is gone. Oh, it's dirty in there. Sorry. That's the stopper. So anyway, Patsy, honest to God, I never ever harass. Yes, okay. I never ever harass people because I do 2-week Build-A-Boxes, and then I usually ship out on the 3rd week. So I, honest to God, was just worried about you. And then look at that. And it just changed colors, changed channels. And I got to tell you, Avon did, and the handle is gorgeous with another rose up here. And it too is now washed out. Slag glass colors. And in fact, you know what, you guys? Dandy was on last night, and I drove over the hill, sat in the dentist chair, all anxietied out, and then, you know, sat in that salon chair with my back just screaming at me. And I came home and I saw that Dandy was on, and I was like, oh my God, I can't. I need to just go to sleep. So I bet you all had a wonderful time. So we can count it down for Rose. Yeah, this is beautiful. Avon has a bad rap. Look at that. Every time I put it over there to show you the different colors of green, it washes away. Avon has a bad rap. Some stuff is like, oh my God, there's way too much of that. It's Avon. But Avon worked with top designers, and a lot of their stuff is really cool. And this is one of those pieces that is really freaking cool. And the whole thing comes together. The only thing is, be aware that that is just a little loose, but it is the original top. I would put bath oils in here. Does anyone remember when I was talking about how I kind of wanted to bring back the bowl and pitcher upstairs in the bedroom for washing in the morning or, whatever? Yeah. And then here we have an example. Yay, Rose. Rose, I promise I'm not targeting you. Everything you yes. Oh yeah. I have a what the heck is it called? Seal a meal. Melly. No, yeah, Melly. Happy Ducky has your answer. Yep, yep, yep. I love this. So anyway, Rose, either you see the roses or it's just coincidental or we're in sync, but honestly, all the time you're picking stuff out and it, has a rose on it. And then it's like I'm targeting you, but I'm not. I mean, I'm a birder, I'm a gardener, but I'm not at all. Okay. Let me put this down carefully. Yes, rose water for your face. Ooh, just the tiniest. You could make a hydrosol or buy a hydrosol from someone and put some hydrosol in with just a tiny bit of like a olive oil or a vitamin E oil with water. Oh, that would be lovely. Oh, see, I try to put these things down in, well, I do. I don't try. I put those things down in flat boxes separate from each other so they're not going to bang around. It's true, Nightmare, but I miss hanging out over at Dandy's channel. I have such a good time. And it's been, I popped in once or twice in a year. Yeah. But I do, now that she's settled and everything's going good, I want to I want to hang out with Dandy and do a sale and just hang out at her sales in general also. Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn you. We're going to do another round and then I'm going to get into jewelry and I have 2 little giveaways. Okay? But there's still a lot of stuff over here. Like, okay, I'm going to turn you. Oh, really, Rose? Well, I'm glad you got it, honey. I actually have always loved that piece and I've always wanted it, but I'm downsizing. I've got too much. I've got doubles of stuff and I've got to make room. And so that's just what's happening. What is over here? Aha. Let's move this all together. That is blocking my ability to do this. Okay, so before I do jewelry, I'm going to get up and roam around and show y'all what's going on. Okay, so this is it's an oil painting technique that was really popular in the 60s and 70s and kind of made a comeback in the 80s. This is on glass and someone picked these pastels and dipped this. to make this really unique short little vase. Here's one. This one doesn't really have anything missing. This one is much bolder pinks and blue swirls. I knew an artist who sold on Telegraph Avenue huge material pieces. He had a giant, long plastic, like kind of like tote, but 1/4 the depth, that he would swirl oil paints over water and create the most beautiful material. And the avenue is Telegraph Avenue. This one is cracked right there, just the tiniest bit on the inside, and it's painted white on the inside. There's the bottom. Now, they could be sold as a set or individually because this one has a crack. Totally up to what someone is interested or not. This is a miniature container made in England. Some name I can't read. I think it's really very pretty with a little courting couple. Probably had like little candy lozenges in it, about 2 inches in diameter, maybe 2.5. Very lightweight. This, oh, here's a jewelry piece. This is a huge, oh good Lord, why is the name going to fly out of my head? Ring, sterling silver, moss and pink. Comes from Africa. It was a mine that was found and then disappeared and then refound again in the last 30 years. Oh, good Lord. I may have to look it up. I can't believe it. I've had this forever. I've been talking about it forever. And now all of a sudden, I swear to God, it starts with a Z. And I've had it quite a while. New 925. Very reputable buyer. Seller that I bought it from. Golly, why can't I remember the name? That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to go back around here. Hello, I'll be over here in a minute. Hi. I'm going to straighten you guys back up since I'm over here, and I'm going to hold things up. That will make life a lot easier for everyone. Boom. And as always, this right here, 1950s, 1960s little lantern with these ties, short sleeve robe is for sale. It is very vintage, but it does have all the little brown protein flocking spots starting. So it needs to be soaked really well in like OxyClean, but it's very inexpensive. This is a red plastic belt from the 70s. Yep, I used to wear that stuff. And this is a medium size wrapped inside and outside. Beautiful floral summer dress. Yep. Okay. Now, hello. This is the porcelain lady, very famous, iconic, with the swans and the stick. And she is Limoges, right? Hold on. Oh, good Lord. It doesn't seem like she says Limoges, but whatever it is, she's very old. She's porcelain. She's classic and famous, and she's imperfect. These figurines used to sell for so much money. So much money. I think she's cute. These are, I think it's Anchor Hawking. There's a blue one, and it's encased with this kind of thick white paint, and then the blue with these little handles, and a 3-tiered like petal points coming up. A blue one and a pink one. They're about 4.5, 5 inches tall. Here is the royal blue cold painted with 24 karat gold paint cornucopia, horn of plenty, made in Czechoslovakia. It's about 3 inches tall. This is what I call a bubble vase. Big too little, no stopper. Someone hand painted it with little tiny ladybugs on vines up and down. This was a pretty popular thing, 70s and 80s. But the bottle is older than that. It probably had like some kind of really unique oil or something, or maybe you made your oil and vinegar salads in them. Still have the crystal candle holders sitting over here. They're pretty cool. 3 feet. They have the bunnies standing on bunnies standing on bunnies. Easter candles, which have never been burned. They're like brand new. They're called Balancing Bunny taper candles. I have this shell ball. Little teeny tiny, all different colored. None of them are broken that I can see. It's hollow. Ball of shells. It's really cool. I have this probably 1930s, maybe 1950s, 1960s. Is it Japan? It might be like a Shawnee piece. I think this is an older, it's one of those potteries. It's not California. It's not from Japan. It's one of those, this is I think old as 1930s. Elephant, green with red eyes and a red trunk, little planter. Let's put this over because I'm going to do jewelry in a minute. So here's the tins just in case. A lot of people collect them. And they are very inexpensive today. And they're 3 different sizes. And I showed them before, and I talked about, I kept my vintage cupcake and cake picks, plastic picks of Halloween, Christmas, etc. That's jewelry. We showed the sand cat, sandstone. And then this gorgeous cameo pattern, depression glass, 3-footed, glows, large bowl. It's beautiful. I used to use it in displays, but I'm not doing displays. And then we have this 4-chambered with 4 holes into each chamber that you need. It had glass spouts to pour your different liqueurs. Bottle made in France. It's an art bottle. If it had the glass pour spouts. It's worth like almost $100 when I looked it up, which was a while ago. And then this basic brown plastic, 1970s. I call it a creamer container. It just reminds me of Borden. I don't know. And I don't know what I'm talking about, but there you go. And the baby shoes. And I think in the candle, Jessica Sporn, Sporn, Sporn. Yep. Okay, and then I still have 3 old books over there and stacks of postcards for very, very inexpensive. And then I have jewelry, super clearance jewelry. So I'm coming back now. And that's a promise. Okay. My dog is over here. Okay. Simmering. Simmering is good as long as you're not stewing, Melly. Oh. Nice, Rose. Courting 10. Okay. And that's it. Out of everything else that's over there, oh, Millie, that's terrible. Oh, for 8. Okay. Happy Ducky. Put in sold to you the bird picture. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh. And when I saw it on screen, when I purchased it, and I have so many like vintage and antique framed art. I thought it was shell, but it's feathers. So there you go. Boom. Oh, yeah. Yep, Melly. 100%. I'm with you. This is done. I guarantee, Happy Ducky, thank you, that this framing work alone cost $30, $40. I mean, this is the paper. This is very well shadow boxed. So congratulations. I love them. I'm glad it's going to you. I will put it down here very carefully and write it on my piece of paper. Very nice, Ducky. Very nice. And I will wrap it really well so that it gets through the mail. It is really cool. And have you seen, Ducky? I'm assuming, but then, that doesn't mean anything. The Mexican bird feather art, I have 3 of those, and I would do like an entire wall with just those. Love them. Oh, Patsy, honey, Patsy, don't be sorry. I keep telling you that's not, I promise that's not why I emailed you. I emailed you because I was concerned that something had happened. I am after being a caretaker for both my parents, so that they could be ill and pass in their own homes, I worry about people. Yeah, so I was just worried about you. Okay, Rose. So all of a sudden I have 2 people. Where'd everybody go? It's been an hour and a half, and all of a sudden everyone left. Peace. Oh, happy ducky. Look up vintage Mexican feather art. Incredible. Okay, so this cording tin starts at $3. Please. Okay, Melly. Melly, you've got a lot going on. I appreciate that you're even here, Melly. I know you have a lot going on. How did I get only 2 people? What happened? I know Melly is here, Ducky is here, I think Rose is here, but my little eye in the corner says 2 people. Someone came on. Okay. Something happened. Everyone got bored with me standing over there in the corner. I don't know. I tend to actually think, and maybe I'm nuts, the number isn't accurate. What number? What number? Happy Ducky. Susan. Wow, I haven't seen you in forever. Hi, Susan. Hi. How have you been? I hope you have been well. Wow. Oh, that isn't accurate. I'm like, the starting bid was 3. I know it was. Susan. Seriously, hello. It's been a long time. Yeah, that's all it was. I was just concerned. So again, here's the front. I think it's really sweet. I mean, it's got, a tiny bit of wear. It's older. So there you go. But overall, not much. And it's a light lemon yellow. I cannot believe these lights are always just blowing the color out. I either have too little or too much, and it just, even that's not right. Let's see what this looks like. See that yellow? That helps. And then here's the thing, and it says, I need a loop. It says what? It says Bariware, Barei or Baret, ware, Ware. And then it's got, a lion and a griffith with a WB on a shield, and it says Art Grace. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, a lot of life is always going on. It's true. See that? See the shield? It's very interesting. So, well, I hope that your lot of life that's going on, Susan, has been good, tolerable, support. You have support, whatever, So we can go ahead. Anyone else would need to come in at 4 or more. Otherwise, it's going to Rose, and it is actually it's 3 inches. 3 inches in diameter. And it does. Rose, it has pink roses on it. Rose. Obviously, that's the most common flower. And it's 3/4 of an inch tall. See the roses? Roses. Rose. So, Rose, thank you, Rose. Rose, I want to know if you see the roses, and it's just me who isn't catching on. I mean, do you just spot roses from across the room? How do you do that? I have some, there you go. I figured as much, Rose. Okay, so I don't do recaps. No one is interested in any of the other household stuff because here's what's going to happen with the household stuff. I'm showing it and I really am asking very little. And once I've shown it maybe 2 or 3 times, some of this stuff I've shown it once and it's already in a Goodwill box. So there you go. See, Ducky? It's incredible. And I got it right before it became really popular. So I was able to get good prices. I don't know if it's good prices anymore. I was able to get stuff for like $12. And then it jumped up to like 30 and 40. So I don't know what the price is nowadays. Like for instance, I've shown the crystal candlesticks over there 3 times. I'm not showing them again. So if anyone is interested, now would be the time to speak out, or they literally are going to the Goodwill because I don't have a small house, but I don't have a big house, and it's all one big open concept, and I have lots of things tucked here and there and everywhere, but I have one main space, and I'm going to be sharing that space with someone who, is also collects mostly marbles, but still has always been a collector, and a vintage kitsch 10 lunchbox. They were on the cutting edge in the 80s of the 10 lunchbox sales at a store. So I'm making room and I'm downsizing because I'm getting older. So, speak up or it's going to disappear. Yeah. I love everything that I own. I like everything and or love what I'm selling, but I can't. I have to, for me, living in the middle of nowhere and with my upper body and my lower back, I have to be smarter. For me, my health, it's not going to work. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick up and show jewelry. And then I'm going to close. So if anyone comes in while I'm doing that, you could, and you're not interested in the jewelry, or you can look at that or hear that, but also go backwards. Go back to the beginning, put it on 2x, drop in the chat anything you're interested in. Or if you're watching on the replay, you can send me an email. Melly, what are you trying again? Are you trying to put up with me, Melly? Melly, because now I've already done all the household items. So now I'm going to show the clearance jewelry stuff that I've got going on today. Melly. Oh, to sit. Okay. Well, it is. What time is it? Yeah, definitely supper time over there. Yep. Over there. Whatever. Round the corner. It's across the United States for me. Okay. All right. So here we go. Nobody was interested in the scarf buckle. Nobody seemed interested in the satin beads. Let me change my ring light color again. Necklaces. Everything is inexpensive. Oh, I don't know, honey. I don't know, Melly. Life is weird. Okay, so I have the, oh good Lord. Claiborne Incorporated gold and silver elephant brooch. Yum. That sounds great, Melly. So here is the elephant brooch. If anyone is interested in any of this, you need to holler it out because I'm just going to go through and keep going. So holler it out. I'm going to keep moving on. Two probably 1930s based on the backs. Scatter pins. They are very tiny. They are, well, hold on. Here's a clue. Nope. They're 19, well, they're made in Germany, not West Germany. Made in Germany. I think probably right before the war because they're, the copper is showing on the back. And they both have a mark right up there. It says made in Germany. And they are not, they're foiled. They're foiled and open to the light. They've got a lot of shine in there. Tiny scatter pins. So just tell me if you're interested. I'm going to move on. These are teeny tiny. Whoa! What happened? Yeah, I lost all of you. Oh. PayPal, yeah, PayPal sucks. PayPal has been doing weird stuff. So these are great locking kind of lever back. Little teeny tiny modern rhinestone earrings. These are like $1. Here is this. I've had this forever. I'm quite sure that these are real stones. What stones? The jeweler kind of, confirmed for me that these were diamond chips and these are blue, oh my Lord, sapphire. But it's just a plated gold and he didn't think much of it. I do. But I can't sell it. I could keep it and wear it, but I'm offering it up here for very inexpensive. Rose, $1. Wait a minute. You want these, Rose? Yeah. Shipping is the biggest bugaboo. Rose, okay. Let me do this. And then sold to Rose. Whoa. $1. No, it keeps moving. There you go. Thank you, Rose. Melly. Let me put these in a bag. Bangle. Yeah, the bangle starts at 14. It is real. It is just gold plate, but these stones are real. Let me take that off. Starts at 14. Oh, and see the prong set? I don't have a Presidium, but I did take it to a jeweler. Melly's like, what's wrong with you? Rose is in for 14. Anyone else would need to come in at 15 or higher. Like I said, it's just a gold plate. It's a square oval. It just fits down my hand if I wanted to keep pushing it on. So I would like to call it a 7. I don't know about that, Melly. I would like to call it a 7, not a 7.25, even though I can fit it on my 7.25 wrist. So we are going to count this down for Rose if no one wants to come in at 15 or better. Diamonds and sapphire chips. It's the real deal. I don't know. I mean, they could be simulated, but you know, there's so much lab made out there nowadays. Doesn't matter to me. This is one of my favorite pieces of jewelry. I've had this in my eBay box since 2001. So congratulations, Rose. And I always knew it was real. And I had lots of people say, no, it's not. Blah, blah, blah. And I took it to, and that was like 8 months ago. So I took it to a jeweler and I was like, hey, and they were like, you are correct. I proved them wrong. I was like, I know what I'm talking about, even if I don't have a Brazilian. I'm taking it to a jeweler. Oh, it was a size 7, Melly. Is gone. Oh, don't lag, Melly. Stay with me. Thank you, Rose. Stay with me. Okay. The scatter pins. Did someone say you were interested in the scatter pins? Did someone say that? Am I crazy? I'm sorry, Melly. You know how it is. And if I had known you were interested, I absolutely would have held it. Did someone say they were interested in those? I cannot remember. For the pair, they started 8. I didn't sell the little scatter pens. No, I sold the teeny tiny little rhinestone modern little earrings to Rose, Melly, but thank you. Because you know I can lose my mind. These are, I know that the color is coming off or has come off on the back. Was plated with something, but these are very good quality. I would wager, and if I needed more of these, I would keep it. I would wager, I'm not going to say, but these are good quality. And they are not even an inch. What are they? No, I lied. They're just an inch in diameter. You lost yours years ago? Oh, yeah. Anyway, so there you go. That was that. Moving along. These are $1. These are something else. And where is that comment? I got to get rid of it. Boom. These, I'm just, you know what? I cannot really date these. Let me see something. Yes, I can. Those are plastic. They're like Christmas colors, right? They're really interesting. This is the only thing I've ever seen like that, like this. They are like this kind of half oval, and then they have this faux pearl with this very old cap on it. But these are plastic, and yet the puddling work is pretty good. They don't have a name. They're $1. They're $1. Let's see. Oh, These are $1 and they go down to right here. So they're about 1.5 inches long. They're $1. The scatter pins, I started them at, what the heck did I say? 8? I'm just saying 8 now because I don't know anymore. The scatter pins, 8. And these earrings, $1. These are just really unusual. If nothing else, for $1, I would take the faux pearls and make them into a new necklace. And in fact, if no one buys them, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. Awesome. And Melly's in for 8. Thank you, Ducky. $1. Okay. Oh, Melly's going to take my idea. So we can, if 9 or better, let's give fair warning and count her down. Yep. Totally got it. Melly, you took my idea. These are worth quite a bit more than $8. I'm sure you know that. Got to come in at 9 or better pretty quick, y'all. I get my 2 hours, and when my back starts hurting, I got to be done. Boom. Melly, they're really unusual. Thank you, Melly. They are. Have you ever seen anything like that? Because I have not. And that is why I was really intrigued. I was like, what? And I've never seen anything like that before, and I don't think I will again. I mean, I expected that the stones would be glass, and the faux pearls are done so well. And then they have that unusual curve. The whole thing is just like, what? Okay. So, the earrings. Yeah. I know I can't do it. So we can just say sold to Melly for $1 on these earrings because they're just so, I bet they glow. And see how well, look at that. Look at the shine on these. I mean, it's really weird because these are done so well and there's not, well, there's one little ding, but these are done, the sheen, so well that it looks like a real pearl, although I don't think it is. And then plastic. I don't know. Oh, you combined it. Okay, there you go. So thank you, Melly. Okay, let me put them in a bag. We will show some more jewelry and we will move on. Yeah, just really interesting. Here is this piece. I never showed this. Who is this? Yeah, Melly, I do remember. I mean, believe me, I set my timer and then I still go a little over it, but I just can't. You know, my back, I can't. I haven't got a call from the specialist yet, and that was over 2 weeks ago. This is an Ann Taylor. So it's more on the modern size. I've shown it so many times. This is $2. Whoa. It's just, I mean, you know, it's a decent little piece for what it is. There's nothing too shabby about it. Every time I want to show it though, because these, see, backwards. Every time I want to show it, because these pieces hang, it acts out. There you go. But see, but it doesn't when it's on you. And it's super thick. $2. $2. Moving on. And it does have a clasp by the end. Tailor tag. I'm still so excited, y'all, that I get to rebuild that root canal tooth that, I could not take care of during the time that my mom and dad were both ill and then on hospice and passing. I just knew I was going to need to have huge surgery. What is Richelieu? Richelieu? Oh, you know what? Melly, I'm going to write that down. I've never heard of that. I'm going to look that up. Okay, so here is 2 enameled bracelets. This is just your basic gold and pale pink painted bangle. Definitely 1980s. $1. Yeah. PTSD. Yeah. PTSD. Rose, are you having a PTSD right now, honey? This fits me, so it's a 7.25. Rose, are you okay? I have CPTSD. Rose. Are you okay, honey? And this, I have not been able... Oh, yeah. Caregivers. Yep. Well, I already had complex PTSD. And so, yeah, I definitely talk about combined, but I was already in it. So there you go. So, okay, this is just on basic metal. But I believe that's teeny tiny slices of probably a dyed stone, dyed, some kind of stone, dyed colors. Red, see, look at how the blue is not green. $1. It's a nice little bracelet, but it is what it is. $1. Yes, caregivers get it. Yep, my mother, she had gut Parkinson's, so she went to the doctor. She went by ambulance to the hospital the last year of her, before she stopped going, because it never helped her. Like every 4 or 5 days for 6 months. And then my dad, when I took care of him, he went to the hospital by ambulance every 3 weeks for a year and a half. So, yeah. This is a copper little costume jewelry ring. You cannot tell what the heck the design is on this. It looks like a little fleur-de-lis flourish and some other $1. It is copper. And it is about a size 7. Maybe a little bit smaller. If anyone's interested, put in ring. Put in what your... Nope, it's a size 6 1/4. Which it says on the manual 6 1/4, but this is a 7 1/2. So I guess that seems crazy, but okay. Yes. Rose, have you been a caregiver, honey? It's a hard job. This little teapot, made in 2009 by a company AD, is $1. Red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue was his shroud. Anybody know Hoyt Axton? If you don't, look him up. Enameled, silver stars, really cool. $1. Oh, Rose. I got it. Okay. Is that what you do for a living? But never mind, Rose. You know what? You don't need to tell me. Rose, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Okay. This is that really cool herringbone. Let me push this back. Ah, Rose. Bless your heart for doing that, Rose. I mean, I'm an MSW, and I've always cared for people in one way or another, but man. So this is herringbone. I do not think it's gold. Here's the extender. Definitely like a 1970s piece. Here's the clasp. Yeah. Yep. It's a thing. It's a thing. Fits on my wrist with room to spare. So, and that's without the extender. So I'm going with this is probably a 7.75. So it's getting up to being a large size, especially with the extender. And you could take that chain off. This is $2. Yeah, being of service. It's a thing. Ooh, let's see if it's magnetic. I mean, it's not gold, but is it magnetic? Let's find out. It is magnetic. There you go. See? Yep. It's that just typical, knockoff to being real gold because we couldn't all afford real gold or real silver herringbone necklaces. Okay, we're getting down to the end of the jewelry. This is, where is it? Whoa. Hold on. This is a Bohm. B-O-H-M is the designer. B-O-H-M. Nice little lobster claw. I like the chain. Definitely modern, and it's cute. It's got really nice kind of hand-blown orange beads, and then it has like wire wrapping, little flowers, some other type of thing. This is a glass. Here's another one. This can be $3. And it's long. It does have a clasp. So what I would do, because it's so long, but it's beautiful color. So what I would do is put it on with the clasp and then kind of make it tighter around your neck. And then let it fall. So you get all those beautiful dangles really in someone's vision. Okay. This is this is a little silver tone teeny tiny cuff, and it's got little hearts on the end, and it says best FN, but after the F and before the C is a heart. Sister ever. $1. fits on my wrist. 7.25. You could squish it to about a 7. The last necklace. Oh, it's a gold tone. Happy Ducky. $3 gold tone. I think it's beautiful. It's just modern, and that's less than I paid for it. But no one has ever wanted it. I don't understand why. I think it's beautiful. All the little dangles, and these are like swirled with white in them. It's not really coming across. Maybe that's the problem. And then this, I mean, I don't know. I think it's really pretty. But you know, what the heck? That's a nope, it's all glass. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. This is a very old, probably right before the war is what I'm going with. That's what I think, but I could be wrong. I think it was homemade. I'm trying to find the thing. It just untucks right here. Where'd it go? Right there. It's very much, it's not even, this rectangle. It's not even in the thickness and the sides, and then it's got the inset rhinestones. So it was either made during the war. It's older than that. I'm not sure. It's tiny. It is $2. Oh. Oh. Well, what the heck? You guys. Rose. Thank you, Rose. We are going to just go ahead and count that down for Rose since we're getting near the end of the sale. I don't do recaps, so anyone who has come in, you can either rewatch or you can go back now and see if you make it in time to drop something in the chat. Let me put this in a bag, Rose, dear. Thank you. Yeah. Well, Rose, I held the one box, and then I've got the other one. We agreed that we would do that this time, and that's cool. We're all good. We're all good. Thank you, Rose. Thank you. It's all good. So again, this was 2, and I'm kind of at the point where I'm starting to really like it. So I'm actually okay if it doesn't sell. And I think I paid double that. Happy Ducky, you are a huge help. Happy Ducky. So this is going over here. This is going to become mine. Ducky, seriously. Woo! You're an enormous help. Melly, are you still sitting down? Or did you have to get up and go somewhere? Okay. These, maybe this is that brand that Melly was talking about. These start at $3. I love these. These would match that scatter pen. These are insane. Look at these. They're clip-on earrings. This is that comfort thing that they put on. These are heavy. These are like a pot metal, heavy. These have to be like much older. I mean, older than the 50s. I literally saw these and I was like, holy bejesus, what's going on here? There is no clue as to the maker. It's definitely pot metal and it's heavy. Like, was it right before the war? Right after the war? No idea. Never seen anything like it. But they're heavy, so I don't know, I almost think that these are ones that they have that bar, though. Oh, well, maybe the bar, I could build it up and make brooches. That because this part is incredible. Nobody buys these. I'm gonna do something with it. Oh, look, there goes the timer. Okay, I'm almost through the jewelry too. Perfect. And I put that pin over there. Okay, so I'm almost done. And that's a good thing. So I have this. I thought it went together. This is going to be a start of $5 for the set. And if someone doesn't want the set and they just want one or the other, let me know and we can talk about that. So these are, this is like an acrylic. They are pierced. Silver Town. These are definitely not the original backs. And then this, one of the chains is white, painted white, and the others are silver. And I think, yeah, on this see right there, one of the little balls is missing. There's no way I'm ever going to find that piece. I don't know that anyone would notice that when you're wearing it, but there's no way I'm ever going to find that piece. And then it goes with this, and this is a Japan piece. This is a on the extender 3 on cotton cord. So it's a 1950s. This is a really elegant one. And I thought that they would go together, and $5. This is very elegant to me, and it has the crackle beads and the little silver spacers and the white seed beads in between. And I mean, this is a type of thing that's going to come down to right about here. Yep. And so you envision that with this. Yep. $5 start. You know it's going to wind up happening with all this jewelry, right? It's going to wind up going in a mystery bag. This starts this is a buy it now for $3. Disco Fever. It's very long. It goes down about my belly button. It's a like 80s, 90s piece. 5 gold ball chain. has a heart clasp. And then this extender. And that is the maker. Don't know what that means. And it is very long, once again. $5. Ugh. Here is red, white, and blue pierced earrings. Modern, $1. Flags and snowflakes, $1. This, we called it my bubble necklace for a long time. I think this is 90s. It's wood and acrylics. Whoops, sorry. With these faux rhinestones. Those are plastic. Wood and acrylics. $4. I don't know what I said, but this is $4. Okay, well, I do have stretch bracelets over there. Some are stones, some are whatevers, and a pair of old rhinestone and melt glass earrings. But I think that I covered as much as I want to. So I feel good about it. Do y'all feel good about it? If anyone is watching on the replay, I have giveaways and everyone left. Happy Ducky. Oh, you know what? I should set up Happy Ducky. On Tuesdays, I do giveaways. I want to do that about an hour in. And I forgot. And now there's not as many people here. That's not good. So I'm going to write down a number. And we're going to do 2. No, we're just going to do 1. Make it easy. So a number in between 1 and 15. And I've written the number down. Number in between 1 and 15. And then it's for a single and a double gold tone stick pin, a la 1970s. So just keep putting the numbers in. Anyone who wants these, anyone who's here, try to guess the number. I forgot. At one point I had like quite a bit of people in here and I forgot. Susan's still here. Ducky is still here. Susan's here. Close. You guys are close. Susan, you got it. Susan, you got it. 8. Susan, you got it, honey. Now, Susan, what I want to ask you is, because you didn't purchase, I will pay for the shipping. I guess that's just the way it is, because I didn't say anything about that. So I'll pay for the shipping, Susan. Susan, please do send me your new info. Okay, and I will write that down. Heart, thank you for playing. Thank you, Susan. $0 to Susan Romey. Okay. There you go. All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'll be back on Thursday and Friday with just jewelry. And I'm going to go have an early dinner and feed my animals and all that good stuff. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ducky. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Melly. Melly, I hope you're having a good dinner. 3-strand beaded necklace. 3-strand, honey. Oh, from Japan, Susan. This one, the white and green 1950s from Japan with the earrings. This one, correct? Let me know in the chat if this was the one you're talking about, Susan. With the little earrings. Okay, yes, it is. Would you like this in the earrings, Susan? You don't have to. Susan, you don't have to. Honestly, you don't have to. I will send you those for free. So if you don't like it, don't buy it just to buy it, honey. But if you, okay, all right. Happy Ducky, could you put in sold for this and the earrings? And that's it. Thank you, Susan. That was really nice. Honestly, you didn't have to do that. You did not have to do that. It is yours. Thank you. That was a good way to close. And next time I'll do my giveaways when there's more people in here. I screwed up. Thank you. Okay. Bye, everyone. Be kind. It doesn't cost a dime.